everybody, it's Coach Dragos from Physio Dynamics, and today I want to touch with you guys on an ab exercise that a lot of you are either going to A, disagree with me, or B, want to kill me right through this video right now. And I'm sure a few of you will be on my side, but hey, whatever. The sit-ups. The very traditional sit-up with supported feet in this case. Now, the reason why I say a lot of people are not going to like this video or disagree with me is because many believe sit-ups is not an exercise that should be done for the core, because when you crunch up like this, you put a lot of pressure and emphasis on different muscles throughout the body, except for the actual rectus abdominis, the six-pack that you see in front, okay? Now, hear me out on this one. When you do a sit-up, and this is where different opinion and different perspectives of how you look at the human body goes. Now, I agree with the people that say they are bad. I agree with the people that say they're good, and I'm more tempted to take the side towards the people that think it's good, in the sense that if you do it correctly, if you fire up your core, your lower back, your obliques, your abs the correct way, you will hit the right muscles. Now, of course, to promote and facilitate a movement, any kind of movement in the body, a lot of muscles are gonna come into effect and activate and pull on the different levels of the body. However, if you do it incorrectly, of course, if your abs are weak, if your core is weak, now when you're pulling yourself up in the sit-up, you're gonna use a lot of the psoas major, which is gonna put a lot of pressure on your lower back and hips, okay? And this is why people hate it. A lot of people believe out there that planks and isometric type of exercise that allow you to be in very much control of your core are the best way to go. And I agree with that. However, that's not the end all and be all. We're going a completely different discussion over here, but hear me out for a quick second. Once you learn how to engage your core, and in a very controlled environment where a trainer, a professional, a physio, whomever is monitoring you and looking at your movement and how you're feeling everything, then other ab exercises are going to become good, they're going to become effective, and they're going to become useful within your strength training process. Now, with the sit-ups, what you're looking for is, and I've mentioned this in many of my videos, your core needs to be tight. Front, side, back. You almost need to be like a balloon that implodes. It coming inwards, like everything gets tightened up inwards. When you come up, as you saw in the video, as I'm lifting my body up from the floor, I'm curving just a little bit of my back coming up to put as much emphasis on the rectus abdominis, the six-pack in front of your abs, which facilitates majority of the movement. Now, of course, your obliques need to tighten up, your lower back needs to tighten up, your erectors, everything, even your psoas major needs to tighten up in order to facilitate the movement. Now, the difference is going to be at the point where you let too much on the psoas major to actually facilitate this movement and very little on the rectus abdominis. You have to be very careful on that. One point of indication on this one is when you do 3, 4, and the fifth one, now you're starting to say, oh my goodness, I'm feeling in my lower back like you wouldn't believe. No. That's at the point where you need to stop and take the proper steps measured to be able to strengthen the actual abdominal and the full core muscles, not just the lower back muscle, because this is telling you, and you should always remember this, that now the psoas major, the lower back, everything is activated to literally pull you up. Right? Imagine this is my upper body, this is my legs. This is essentially what you're doing with your body when you are relying on your psoas major to bring you up in a sit-up. You need to be firm, you need to be tight within the entire core muscles. So be very careful of that. Like I said, I am on both sides of the equation over here, and both sides are right, but you need to be careful in which scenario you put people. You can't say that everybody does it wrong, that actually do the sit-ups, and not everybody that don't do the sit-ups are wrong to believe that they should probably stay away from it. So train your core to be strong. If you're not certain how to do it, Physio Dynamics will be more than happy to provide you with a complete core strengthening program, which will build you up to be able to do sit-ups, full sit-ups with or without supported feet. And this is why I'm mentioning that you need to build to sit-ups, because it's not generally a good idea when you first start in the gym. Maybe you haven't worked out in a while, maybe you haven't worked out ever in your life. Boom, I'm gonna go do sit-ups, because the common misconception, and I emphasize on that, misconception that doing sit-ups are gonna burn your belly fat. It's not gonna be the case. Don't believe that. It's completely wrong. It's completely false. whether you like crunches or not. So if you have any question, guys, feel free to drop me a line below. Let me know if you've done them, where you feel them, how do you feel them, what did you like about them, what is your point of view on the crunches. If you disagree on them, tell me why. Tell me your points of view and why they're bad, why you don't like them, and I would love to get into a little bit of a friendly argument with you guys and see which one of us you win. Because hey, some of you guys might know something that I don't, and you've had experience with them throughout your entire life, core specialists, etc., 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 physiotherapists, doctors, that you may know this and this and this cannot be fixed and cannot be prevented. Stay away from crunches. I love to hear those ideas. In the meantime, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my video. I'll be posting way more of them, and now I'm starting to post in as well tips on boxing, tips on martial arts, and then we're going to do some tips on self-defense as well, coming soon to our YouTube channel. In the meantime, guys, Coach Dragos from Physio Dynamics, thank you so much for watching the video. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you on my next video.